Drew Code Sports Talk is powered by StreamYard. Want to take your podcast to the next level? Use StreamYard. It's the easiest way to record, stream, or produce high-quality episodes, whether you're solo or with guests. Plus, when you sign up today, you'll get a $10 credit to get started. Use the link in our bio. Don't miss out. StreamYard is your key to seamless podcasting.
All right, next coach on the hot seat. He actually coached in one of the doubleheader Monday Night Football games. Doug Pederson of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Is he on the hot seat or not?
I think I'm going to surprise you with this one, but I'm going to actually say not. I don't think he's on the hot seat. And the reason I say that is simply this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think his play calling is necessarily the issue. What I think the issue is people still believe that Trevor Lawrence might be the Lord and Savior of Jacksonville Jaguars, but I think he's slowly proving that he's not. I think Trevor Lawrence has had every single opportunity to get better and better, and he looks the same as he did his second year. Mm-hmm. And his second year, he was fantastic, but defenses, this is a quote that I say all the time, defenses get 1 year to figure you out. And they will. And they figured him out, and he hasn't adjusted to it. He looks like he's doing the same crap over and over that he's always done. And yeah, it was great year two when you finally got Doug Pederson. Or yeah, year two. I'm right. But now you have to get better and better. You have to adjust. And he has not adjusted. And so that's kind of why I honestly do say that he's not on the hot seat, even though he probably is. I'm sure he is. But I actually don't put this on Doug Pederson. He inherited Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence isn't getting any better. And you can make the argument, hey, that's the coach. The coach has to coach him up. He's got to get him better. But at the same time, as a person, you have to go out and better yourself as well. As much as we make fun of Russell Wilson, he does that. He does it on himself. I mean, he posts it all the time. I'm not saying you have to post it, but at least show that you're getting better, and he's not getting better at all. And so I actually put more of the blame on Trevor Lawrence. So I'm going to say not, but I mean, he probably is.
Yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, Doug Pederson does no wrong because he is a good head coach. And, he did lead the Philadelphia Eagles to a Super Bowl not very long ago.
Cody.
He did. I mean, he can definitely coach in the NFL. But here's what I will say. Look, this is what their second or third season Doug Pederson has had Trevor Lawrence now. And the fact that Trevor Lawrence is regressing. Yeah, sure, that's partially on the player, but I do think that does fall some responsibility on the coaching to okay, he's not getting any better, and maybe Trevor Lawrence is just a bust, and that's all there is to it. There's nothing we can do to make him any better. And if that's the case, that's exactly why that they have Mac Jones as a backup, just in case they need to plug in another quarterback who maybe gives them a better chance. I think I would be surprised if Doug Pederson finishes this season with the Jaguars. I know I said Mike McCarthy's probably safe for the rest of the season. I don't feel the same way with Doug Pederson. I feel like by week 12, if they are 1-11, 3-10, he's gonna be gone.
Drew Code Sports Talk is supported by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is your go-to app for tickets, making it super easy to find the best deals. They even rate each ticket deal on a scale of 1 to 10, so you're getting your money's worth. And as a special thank you to our listeners, we've got a promo code just for you. Use Drew Code at checkout to get $20 off your first order. That's $20 off your first purchase, whether it's for the game that you've been dying to see or that concert that everybody is talking about. Head over to SeatGeek now, find your perfect seat, and use Drew Code for $20 off your first order. SeatGeek. Get your tickets to the action today.
And the reason why is because the Jaguars owner has already said that this is the best Jaguars team supposedly ever assembled. And yet this is the worst Jaguars team we've seen under Doug Pederson. They have no offensive life. They only put up 10. Now, granted, I will say they went against the Buffalo Bills in a rainy Buffalo evening. It was a rough game. However, Buffalo put 47 on them, and they only scored 10 points. I don't know how we can argue saying that that's not Doug Pederson's fault. I get it, like he can't play on the field, but man, he is the head coach, and it all kind of falls on his shoulders, and it sucks, but that is what it is. And also, too, they blew a lead against the Miami Dolphins, and that's also why they're 0-3. So I get it, like he doesn't deserve the blame, but that's the, heavy as those that wear the crown. He's got to be responsible for it, and this team just doesn't look better. And truthfully, too, this team probably needs a new regime to begin with. Maybe if Trevor Lawrence isn't the Lord and Savior that they all thought he was, like you said, then they need to look to trade him or look at the draft or something. Because I agree, like the next conversation we should be having is Trevor Lawrence a bust or not? Because I don't think he's worth the contract extension that he got. I think he's kind of overrated, if I'm being honest. Like I hear all this about his arm, and yet he doesn't get his team any further than a wild card. Yep. And granted, sure, when they played the Chargers, they came back 27-0 on them, and they had that one lonely wild card. But since then, they haven't even come close to the playoffs or a wild card. So, and they've underperformed each of the last however many games. So, unfortunately, Doug Pederson's on the hot seat. I'd say that.
Yeah. I honestly, as you were talking and you were saying, like, you only scored 10 points. I looked at the score. This is the first time I looked at the actual score. I didn't realize they kicked him, beat him by 37. That's why I started laughing. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize that. My bad. Sorry, I just thought that was a fun fact. I literally didn't even check it. And oh, shoot.
They only scored 10 points. You're kidding, right?
Yeah,
all right. So the next one.